Good morning and welcome to Enercon Industries demonstration here at Pack Expo Connects. We certainly wish we could all be together in Chicago today, but the show must go on. So here we are in Menomonee Falls, Wisconsin in our lab. I'm Jessica Tellner. I'm one of our sales managers, and this is Jeff LaGrange.
Hi, everybody.
We're excited to show you a few new things we have going on here at Enercon, most importantly being our new Super Seal machine.
We're going to be talking about some details of the new Super Seal soon, but before we do that, let's go over some of the benefits of induction sealing in general. We're going to do this with a video by Jessie herself.
So the three main reasons that packagers choose to use induction sealing is tamper evidence, freshness, and leak prevention. So from a tamper evidence perspective, it's a big deal in today's world in many industries, including pharmaceutical as one example. That pesky liner that you find underneath the cap on a bottle of aspirin is there for a tamper evidence reason. So the FDA recognizes induction cap sealing as one form of tamper evidence. Next is freshness. So induction sealing is one of the very few ways that you can put a hermetic seal on a bottle, and what that does is it prevents oxygen from coming in or going out. So in cases of a product that's extremely sensitive to moisture or to temperature, that hermetic seal is going to protect it. And leak prevention. We all think of leak prevention primarily when you think of the consumer who puts a bottle of something in the back of their car, and we don't, we never want it to leak on the consumer. What many of us don't think about is how leaking bottles of whatever it might be, how it can affect every stage of the supply chain. If you have one or two bottles that leak on a pallet, that may cause an entire batch of product to be refused by the customer. So not only is that a huge financial loss, but it's also a loss in time.
So as you just heard, the three primary benefits of induction sealing include tamper evidence, freshness, and leak prevention. You can achieve those things by using any of the machines we offer here at Enercon. And I'm going to give you a quick overview of our primary models here. On my right, we have our Super Seal Max. This is going to be the most powerful induction sealer you can buy in the industry. This machine generally comes into play when we're looking at line speeds of 150 feet per minute or higher. On the left, we have our Super Seal Touch. This machine was the first of its kind in our industry. This machine is going to give you the added benefits of integration capabilities, and a full cap inspection system that we offer with it. And now, of course, we have our newest Super Seal machine. This is our fourth generation of the Super Seal. This machine is known as the workhorse in our industry. There are more Super Seals in production in the industry than any other machine in the world. Now we're going to have Jeff LaGrange tell you a little bit more about the development of this new unit.
Thanks, Jessie. Hi, everybody. Our team of engineers, we've designed a lot of features into the new Super Seal. We've carried over the things that we liked from the old Super Seal and added some new ones. Let's take a quick look at some of these new features, and we're going to do this with a video from Ryan Schulke.
Introducing the all-new Super Seal series. If you're a fan of innovation, you are going to love Enercon's new series of Super Seal cap sealers. These systems follow in the footsteps of the Super Seal Touch and Super Seal Max, setting new standards for features and performance for advanced packaging lines. The new Super Seal series promises to raise packagers' expectations for features in even the simplest of sealing applications. For the first time ever, mechanically and electrically integrated stalled bottle sensors are available. These options make your packaging line more efficient without breaking your budget. And with new integrated support for container rejection, you can ensure containers without foils never reach your customers. A trademark of every Enercon technology upgrade is an improved operator experience. Our new menu-driven interface provides users with operating and sensor status information, easy setup of operating variables, and clear fault information. The new SuperSeal also offers universal input voltage, and current owners of SuperSeal cap sealers will be pleased to know that virtually all sealing heads built in the last 20 years are compatible with the new SuperSeal series. The all-new SuperSeal is ready to seal your containers to prevent leaks, provide tamper evidence, and preserve your product's freshness. Contact us today with your application requirements, and we will specify a sealer to meet your specific need and ensure you achieve a perfect seal.
All right, let's take a closer look at some of the controls on the new SuperSeal. As you can see here, the interface is pretty simple, and it's pretty familiar. We've got our basic start, stop, up and down buttons. For some people, that's all they're really going to need. But what we've also got is a menu system. Previously, if you had different settings that you wanted to do, we had separate buttons for each one, but now we've got a menu system. So you can go in here, you can adjust different things. And the menu system, we've designed it so that it's basically one level deep on the menu. For example, if we want to adjust the stalled bottle time, we can go in here, we can adjust it to 2.2 seconds, and bam, we're ready to go.
And Jeff, one of the differences that we have on the new SuperSeal is how our faults are displayed. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So previously on the old versions of the SuperSeal, when there was a fault, maybe a stalled bottle fault or an interlock fault, we would have a cryptic code on here. It'd say F00 or F03. Then you'd have to look at the manual and say, what does an F03 mean? Well, now if we block a sensor, for example, instead of saying F06, it says block. So you know that a sensor is blocked. So your operator can know exactly what's going on, clear the blockage, and reset the fault.
One of the other changes we made on the new SuperSeal is now our foil detection and reject are going to become a more economical option. We are now allowing the timing for the reject to be done inside of the machine. We've also got now, for the first time, an integrated stalled bottle feature. Jeff, can you show us how that works?
Sure. Let me turn on the conveyor. We'll simulate a bottle getting stuck underneath the sealer. It comes in, it stops, it doesn't go out, and voila, you have a stalled bottle fault, and it tells you stall instead of F02. So your operator can then clear the fault, and it's ready to go.
Thanks, Jeff. And one other thing we want to reiterate for our customers, as Ryan mentioned in the video, most of our sealing heads remain interchangeable with the new SuperSeal machine. So we're going to show you a short video that goes through our sealing head options.
Why sealing head design is so important to achieve a perfect seal. Generally, a sealing system consists of a power supply, a sealing head, and the inspection options. Here we're going to be talking mostly about the sealing heads and why they're different and why you choose different kinds. First, we've got the flat sealing head. This is typically designed for caps that are larger in diameter, usually up to about 120 millimeters. You can see in this graphic, the field is designed to reach out to the larger size caps, and we are able to get even heat across the foil on these larger caps. Alternatively, we've also got tunnel sealing heads. We've got a narrow tunnel, we've got wide tunnels, but you can see in this graphic that the field is focused and concentrated within the tunnel of the sealing head, giving us very good performance and good efficiency to get energy into that sealing liner. Next, we've got a deep tunnel sealing head. This is kind of a specialty head. It's designed for caps that have spouts on them, like a mustard cap or a push-pull kind of a cap that puts a large gap between the top of the cap and the foil. Here the field is generated on the sides and not from the top, and gives us a little bit of room to let that cap get through. Lastly, we've got our fourth kind of sealing head, the all-in-one coil. This coil will pivot so that it can seal all different sizes of caps. The all-in-one coil that we use for our Super Seal Touch has locking points in it so that you will always put it in the correct position for the size that you're using. It can seal anything from 20 millimeters up to 120 millimeters, and with very good performance.
So let's quickly recap what we went through today. We started with the benefits of induction sealing, tamper evidence, leak prevention, and freshness.
We've got several different sealing heads that can be used across our product lines for the most part. You've got heads on your shelf from previous years. You can use them on the new Super Seal.
And of course, the new Super Seal, 4th generation Super Seal for us. And so now we would generally take questions from you. We can't take live questions from you right now, but we do have a few pre-chosen frequently asked questions that we're going to go through.
Is the new Super Seal available now?
Yes, the new Super Seal is actively being quoted, and we have started shipping some of the new Super Seals. So if it's something you're interested in, give us a call and we'll chat through it with you.
I currently have the current Super Seal. You said that sealing heads are interchangeable. How does the performance compare?
Well, that's a good question. We've designed the Super Seal 300, 400, and 600 to have the same output as the Super Seal 50, 75, and 100 respectively. So if you know what your Super Seal 75 can do, your Super Seal 400 can do the same thing. So the sizing shouldn't be an issue.
And one last question. How do I know what system and sealing head will work for my application?
Give us a call at Enercon. One of our application experts will ask you a few basic questions about your application, cap style, cap diameter, your desired line speed. That will help us determine the best system to fit your needs. So thank you. Thank you for your time. We're all finished here this morning.
Jesse, what's the best way for people to get in touch with us?
Call us at the number you see on your screen, 262-255-6070, and one of our application experts will help you.